Well, Nicole Richards from Boring, Oregon.
You got it right.
You just joined us here at EXP. Has it been 30 days yet?
I don't think, not quite.
Okay.
Getting there.
Not quite 30 days. That's exciting. And as I have a tendency to do, I said, hey, you got to go to this function, right? Come check it out if you want to really see how EXP is on a much bigger level rather than, just staying in boring.
Yes.
Who wants to stay in boring? Nobody wants to be boring.
As often as I can.
So you and your hubby came down here, and we've just kind of completed. Although we're in our garb to go out to Universal Studios because
closing ceremonies.
Yeah, because EXP rents out the whole park, right? It's pretty awesome. Tell me your experience prior to coming to EXP. You were with a different company, brand name, franchise type company. I'm sure you loved your broker.
I loved my
your
office.
people, your tribe.
People. They were family to me for sure, and I did the growing that I could do there, and I actually didn't really know that I had tapped out at my growing potential there, but I was feeling like I needed more challenges, and within just a week or so of being at EXP, I saw potential growth in so many different areas that I could focus on this and try to grow here. I could focus on this and try to go that direction. And I can see how you can put your mind to it in many different avenues with EXP and have unlimited growth potential. One of the things for me that really stood out just from my upbringing is I'm a third generation realtor.
Oh, yeah, we have
right.
similarities there.
Right, okay. So my grandfather was a broker and both my parents were brokers, and being a third generation realtor, looking at what their exit strategy was, it was to, they bought real estate along the way, and so that was their retirement plan, but it wasn't that they had opportunities to create retirement within their real estate career through their brokerage. And that really speaks to me to try to do something different, to work smarter, not harder, use the tools that are in place that's been built into the system. And honestly, it feels really giving and caring that the structure has been laid out the way that it has been to take care of the needs of realtors so that we can focus on servicing our customers without worrying about, what our exit strategy is in XYZ number of years.
Yeah. Which is, it's so great to hear you say all this now, because we didn't know each other before EXP.
No, we didn't.
Right? How did we meet?
You called me, and for some divine reason, I took your call, which I don't normally.
I hear that a lot.
You do?
I don't know why I never take these calls.
I never take the calls. I'm always like, well, thank you for calling, but I'm very content.
Yeah.
So, but yes, you reached me on the right day, and I had a moment and was intrigued by that, and also the potential to open up into another market and have EXP as one brokerage in both places really spoke to me as well.
Now, both places being two different states.
Two different states, yes.
That's a big deal because it's only one cap.
Yes, one. Yes.
You can be in 3 or 4 states, still one cap.
That's right. Yes.
Okay, and that's Arizona, right? So any referrals, Nicole, icon producer, right? Yeah. So, okay, so you took the call. Don't know why I took the call, but, listening. And what was it that kind of triggered initially where you go, was it the aspect of retirement and these things that you said, or was there some other?
Actually, no. It was being able to care for my clients under one brokerage in 2 states.
Okay.
That made sense to me, and I wanted to explore that. Actually, I was just thinking I would get my license in Arizona and be with EXP there and stay where I was initially, in Oregon. I wasn't even thinking about, that's how much I wasn't thinking about moving.
Yeah, okay.
But when it came down to it, it made sense.
Now, you're an icon level producer right there. Did that factor into your thinking as well?
Well,
kind of that retirement aspect?
Yes, absolutely. If I'm already achieving that level and that, essentially the desk fee type of concept can come back to me and benefit my future, that only makes sense.
Now, you mentioned your family, you loved your broker, you're very loyal. Most agents I talk to, that does come up or what have you. How long were you at that company?
Around 3 years.
Okay, around 3 years. And how much ownership did you earn in that company for being there 3 years? And you were top in the office, or number one in the office year after year? I'm sure they gave you owner. I mean, you're pretty valuable to them. You got some ownership there?
I got awards.
Well, there's a lot of agents that are watching this. It's the same thing. They've been loyal. They bleed red. They bleed blue. Whatever it is, and they realize, wow, I'm basically a renter, and over at EXP, I become an owner.
Yeah.
Now, you've been here at the big function. Is it a different mentality here?
It is, and I'll say. There's a consistent theme that resonates from every person that you hear speaking, that opportunity and just the ability to care for your clients. It just seems there's twofold. It's the clients and it's other realtors, the love for other realtors that haven't heard the message yet is, that comes up continually. And so it feels very genuine. You hear it from one person, that's one thing, but you hear it from 15 over the course of 2 days, and you're like, okay, everybody's feeling this way. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Awesome. So where do you go from here? What are the next 5 years? If you fast forward with what you've learned, you'll forever be different from here forward. Kind of like stretching a rubber band, it never goes back to the same.
Right.
What does the next 5 years look like for you?
Well, I think for sure there's some new programs that EXP is rolling out that I want to take and run with that I've never even thought of before as great programs, but what they can do for other people is just tremendous. And so I really want to take advantage of that. And then continuing to learn my craft so that I stay in the forefront for my customers of all the skills, video and social media and all these things that are challenging. I'm going to get better.
That's awesome. So, okay, let's dive a little deeper on that. I know you attended the luxury certification today, and that's been newly launched in EXP. I think it's no more than really 6 to 8 months old from its infancy, from an idea to now it's full on being promoted at EXP, and they got some lofty goals really to become the number one luxury brokerage in the world, which is phenomenal. Right. So tell us about that, what you learned today in that 3-hour certification and rolling out the you learned enough, you signed up. You're all in.
I did sign up, and I've taken certifications on luxury before. The difference was noticeable in what the package is that's being unveiled here to EXP agents, and I can see how they will be able to achieve what they're setting out to do.
Wow. That's big because you have some history, your previous company, you went through there, and you told us at lunch today, you said, oh my gosh, it's not even comparable.
No, it's not. It's the tools are just, they're click ready for you. And to be able to answer the needs of luxury clients that quickly and precisely is going to be a game changer.
Wow. What would you say to agents that, like you when you heard about it, you came over right away, right? It was like the next day, you're action taker, right?
I feel a little bit of sarcasm there.
Yeah, there is. It's only because I hear it from agents all the time. They're like, they know.
I labored over it.
They know they need to. It's a better model, better for their family.
Yes.
But there's something that changes and it gets in here.
Yeah.
When it drops from here to here, then they, so what was it for you? And I'm sure it's probably fair to say you wish you would have done it sooner at this point or what have you, but talk about that.
Obviously we had probably 3 or 4-ish months of communication.
Was it that long?
I think it was, yes.
Okay.
And you were great because it was pressure. It wasn't pressure. You were meeting my needs at each stage of my mental transition or anguish, whatever I was going through. You were really good at well, let's just pick up the phone and get a solution to that. And so every step of the way, I felt like you were holding up your end of the bargain, helping me get there.
Okay, awesome. Any last words you want to share with other icon level producers? Now that you're here, you're official. This is your new home, and you seem pretty excited about it.
I am excited. I think that it's important that you work through each of the questions that you have in your mind, but know that once you commit, things will unfold really quickly to really validate the fact that it was the right choice. And especially when you get to an event and you really learn and see the culture unveiled, it's just a remarkable difference.
Yeah, you can't really speak about the culture.
No.
You have to experience it. And
yeah.
it was interesting because a lot of people out there, they talk about the culture. EXP can't have culture because we're virtual.
Right.
You got to have brick and mortar to have culture.
Right.
And then you come to an event and you meet the people and the agents and the mentality of being all owners.
Right.
They go, I've never experienced culture in real estate like this.
Well, and it's true. And part of my concern with coming over was the no office and the virtual concept. And I can see why they want agents to invest in the time to come to the events, because this is what fills your tanks up. And if you're going to events, 2 a year, 3 a year, whatever it is, your tanks will get filled and you will learn things that will propel you through until the next time you get together. Although I will say, each time that I have had questions or needs, I could reach out to the broker in my state, and people were falling over themselves to try to get me solutions. It was amazing. It was either the person at the desk or the person it was amazing. Yeah.
And that is a big shock for a lot of people.
Yes.
They don't really, they don't understand how it all works.
Right.
And then when we show them, they go, oh my gosh, I got my answer in like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to chase down my broker. They're at lunch, they're sick, they're on vacation, they're showing property themselves. And, I just need an answer so I can keep things moving.
Right.
So it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Well, hey, welcome to the team. We're super excited to have you here. Thanks for taking the time and sharing. This is going to be really valuable because there's a lot of agents out there that they know EXP is better. They know they don't have an exit plan or retirement strategy, and they need someone like you or me and others to put it, right here in their heart and come home.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Thank you very much.